Welcome everyone. Welcome to my channel. Karen Eiton here. Today we're going to be talking about what determines the amount of money that you can make from your alteration shop or your tailor shop. So there's a few things that kind of factors in that you should factor in trying to determine how much you can make, right? So I'm going to go over a few of these that I feel myself from my own experience is important. And so if you are someone out there who is looking to run an alteration shop, to start an alteration shop, these things can help you. And if you are already running an alteration shop, maybe there's some of these things that you can implement a little bit to help you to make more money. And also, maybe you are some sort of a sewing shop, but you're not offering alterations, but you're considering it because it can sure help you with your cash flow, right? So we're going to go ahead and get started. And go ahead and like this video if you like the subject and you like this video. Go ahead and give me the thumbs up. I need to help the algorithm. I beg you to please like and to subscribe to this channel. It helps me in my algorithm. I know there's a lot of you out there watching. My numbers are going up a little. And, you know, just go ahead and subscribe because it really helps me out a lot. So thanks so much if you do. And so we're going to go ahead and get started. So this is about what determines the amount of money that you can make in your alteration or tailor shop business, right? So that's what I've been involved in for many, many years. I ran a tailor shop, multiple tailor shops for 25 years. And I took a little bit of time off to take some courses for myself and to also work on myself and to also just do some writing. So I wrote a book, The Art of Tailoring, Step-by-Step Skills That Can Lead to a Career, and I will have it in the description below where you can go and purchase that book. And you know, so I did some other writing as well. I wrote some meditations. I have another some other pieces, some other work in a meditation book. It's 111 Morning Meditations by Sunny Dawn Johnston, and I am a co-author in that book, and I have 5 meditations in that book. And there's like 86 different authors kind of from all around the world. So it's kind of nice. It's a nice book. And I did some other writing. I also have on my, I have for sale on Amazon in Kindle a customer service ebook. So you can also go there and purchase that too. And I'm also in the mix of doing some other poetry and some other things. I love to write. So anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So number one is to have the confidence, right? You want to have confidence when you are offering your skills. So you want to have confidence in your skills. You want to have confidence in yourself. You want to have confidence in your shop, right? You want to have a nice, clean, well-organized shop. So you want to have confidence before you get started in your alteration shop. By the way, you may want to take out a pen and paper and write some of these things down. These things could come in really helpful to you if you already are running a shop or if you are looking to run an alteration shop. So, okay, number 2 is what you plan to offer in your sewing shop. So, you know, I offer alterations, but I also make and sell things too. Like just for instance, I'm sitting right here. I'm going to show you. I also do where I'm selling some masks. This is just one thing that just happens to be right here. But I'm selling some face masks, and I embroidered them, put a little beadwork on them, and I'm selling them. So they are starting to sell. I just got these out just this month, so they're just starting to sell now. But so I offer things like that that can boost up my sales, right? So I offer other little things. I make veils, wedding veils, and then halos for little flower girls, and I make some other things. So accessories, right? So I offer some things like that. So that helps me to boost a sale, right? So it depends on what you plan to offer in your tailor shop. Now, will you be selling bolts of fabric? Will you be selling, you know, fabric by the yard? Will you be selling anything that is for retail? Will you be selling, you know, things that are like impulse buys, like candy bars and water and things like that? So you'll have to plan it out. What else do you plan to have in your shop that you can boost up your sales, right? So this all helps out. So then number 3 And it's your location. So what location are you planning to run your shop out of? And that makes a huge impact on your traffic and your people coming in your door, right? Your income. Because if you live, say, in, LA, California, or if you live in, New York, you probably would have a lot more traffic, right? And you could probably make big money, right? So it would be there, right? The traffic would be there. If you offered a really great service, you would make tons of money. But it just depends on what your location is. Now, maybe some of you want to do just like I do. You want to work from home. I've already done the big, having 3 shops, having 7 employees, and doing the big thing, right? I've already done that. I'm kind of like wanting to work from home, offer a service where I can work out of the comfort of my own home. So it depends on what you want. Now, if you just want to work out of your own home, you're happy with that, then you'll have to drive traffic yourself, right? I'm working on some of that today. So I'm making some more flyers, and I'll be going out on Fridays, are usually my day where I really, send someone out to drop flyers for me or post my business cards and things like that. I don't do all the running myself, but I have help. And so I can either stay here and, still take on clients or whatever else, or work on my coaching and talk to some coaching clients. So that's awesome too. So it just depends, but you'll have to drive traffic somehow to your location so you can start, having more potential to boost your numbers up, right? To make more revenue. So then number 4 is the speed and your turnaround time. So you want to be able to offer a service with a really great turnaround time, at least an average turnaround time. My turnaround time right now is 1 week. So I take something in and it's usually about a week wait. So it just depends on you, how fast you are at your skills, and how driven you are to get the job done, right? And I try to get my stuff back to the client pretty fast. Now, when I was in business before and I was working out of a commercial location, we would do hems, like pant hems, within a half an hour. So we would have people drop their stuff off, they'd go shopping, they'd come back and pick up their finished hem, right? And this worked out great. It was a great way to push your numbers, to push your revenue. And we offered that and did a really great job with that, especially on the weekends, on Saturdays and Sundays. And people would come into town and then want to go shopping. They'd drop off their alterations and then they would pick it up later. Now, I didn't do all kinds of alterations. I only did the hemming on Saturday and Sundays where I could offer them that service, okay? So then that really helped me out. So that could be an option for you too. That's a really great tip and a really good way to boost your numbers and your revenue. So then, so it also goes by, the length of time your customers gets the product or service in their hands. So the customer wants that product back in their hands almost immediately. They want that service of getting it done faster. That means a lot to them, right? So I hear lately, I've had so many people say to me, I am so thrilled that I got it back so fast. I did a whole bunch of slipcover cushions for someone just the other week, and they said, I cannot believe how fast I got this stuff back. And then I had a lady pick up today 3 wedding dresses, and she said, I cannot believe how fast I got this stuff back, just a week's time, and I had it back, and I'm really grateful for that, Thank you so much. So it really depends on how you want to go about your business, but I think that a good turnaround time really helps you in your business. So you want to have and manage some sort of a turnaround time. Now, when it comes to prom season, or we get really busy, maybe in October, something like that, I cannot say that I'll have a week turnaround time then. Sometimes it may go with prom, it may go 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It depends on how many dresses I have in here, how much work I have to do, right? And who comes first. It's a first come, first serve, first come, first serve basis, right? So that's how I run my shop. Anyway, So we're going to move on to number 5. And it also depends on what type of machines you have and how much those machines can help you. Yes, help you. Because if you have machines that can do the hemming for you, if you have machines that, can do a lot of different things for you, it makes your job so much faster. So, of course, how much you sew on the sewing machine and let the machine do the work, you can do a lot better and faster job than if you're sewing everything by hand, So you want to have those machines that do help you in your productivity. So these can really make your turnaround time much better. So just depending on the type of work you take in and the type of work and job that you're doing, of course, And so you want to, know what machines you need, know what machines that you're going to be using and how much that can help you with your turnaround time, which makes the customer happy, right? It really does. And so then number 6 is, what are your original skills? And then, do you keep things tidy and well thought out so you won't, organized, I'm sorry. What are your organizational skills? And do you keep things tidy and well thought out so you know where things are? So you want to make sure that you have a system in place, right? And I always talk about systems in some of my videos, some of my written work and things like that when I go to do my coaching, because some of these systems that you put into play really helps you to stay organized and to be able to run your shop efficiently, right? So you want to have some of these systems in place that can really help you to keep things tidy, to keep on target with who's coming in the door, who made an appointment and who didn't, who paid for their appointment and who didn't, things like that. So you'll want to know, depending on how you run your business or what you have in place, for your clients. Like I charge brides for fittings for bride dresses. I charge $15, which $15 is hardly anything at all, right? But it's just a little bit for my time, because one thing that I hate, and I did run into it a couple times before, was I'll fit the whole bride's dress. I'll take 45 minutes or so on fitting the bridal dress, and then all of a sudden they'll leave it, they'll go home, they'll come back, and they're like, oh, my grandma said she's going to do it for me. So she'll come back, she'll pick up the dress, and then and go and then want me to leave all the pins in. So what I do is I take all my pins out, save my pins, so that way you're not like, did the fitting for free and then someone else is going to go and do the work. No, I took all the pins out, let them take the garment, and then go and get it done wherever they're going to get it done. But most of the time when they did that, they ended up bringing it back for me to fix it later. That was the problem. But you can't tell people when they want to do something, right? So anyway, but that could happen, right? It's a scenario that really could happen, because it did happen to me, and that was my experience. I think it only happened like maybe twice, but still, it could happen, right? And I don't want to get stuck like that where, people aren't serious about coming to the appointment, or they'll just like, oh, I missed the appointment. If they have money in place and involved in the appointment, they're going to show up, right? So it kind of protects me, it protects them, that I'm holding a spot for them. And wedding dresses take time. You need to take time with them, right? So that's the way I run my shop. I'm not telling everybody the way that they should run their shop. I'm giving you alternatives. I'm giving you some experience here on how I do my shop and what can happen. So that's all I'm saying. So you'll just have, and then I also have a file system. So I have like Sunday through Saturday, little file on my clothing rod. And then when I bring something in and I put it in the date that it's due, I know that I have to work on that before that date gets there, right? So I file my clothing, my garments that come in from my clients, my customers, and I file them in a system, right? And that's called a system. And then once it's done, then you put it on another rack and it's ready to be paid for and out the door, right? So I keep myself straight and I keep myself organized. So that way you know exactly what's going on and what needs to be worked on next. It just works really well. I've used that system for 25 years. It works tremendously well. So yeah. So then I'm going to give you another one. So it's number 7, how well you are able to talk to people and communicate with people. So a lot of times we sometimes go into different stores and we want to purchase different things or buy different things or ask questions, and we have someone that cannot communicate very well, and it's really hard to get answers out of them. It's hard to communicate and to buy, right? It's really hard to buy when they're not communicating, right? Very well with us. So it really depends on how you communicate with people. Do you talk where they can understand it? Do you is your speech clear enough where they can understand you? Do you look people in the eye when you talk to them? Are you down to earth, and do you give people the time of day? Some people are very think that they're upper echelon and they don't know how to communicate, and they don't know how to come down off of their high horse to actually talk to an average everyday person, right? I feel myself that I am very well rounded. I can talk to just about anybody. So it doesn't matter to me what class of people they are or anything like that. But it just depends on how you yourself can communicate. Now, maybe you're not a great communicator, but you're a great sewer, right? So then maybe you could put someone else in place that does the communicating with the clients, right? The customers. And then you do all of the sewing and the work. That works too. But then you have to split your income a little bit, right? Or pay them. So it's, but it is important. I'm just saying that it is important to have great communication and to be able to offer your service and to make it easy for people to communicate with you, to book an appointment or to know where to go, to maybe offer instructions on how to get to your place, different things like that that you don't really think about in running a shop, but it comes into play where you have to be able to direct people to your home, or if that's where you're running your shop out of, and just different things, right? You have to be able to speak well and to, use your manners and not use bad words when you're running a shop. You want to have a clean mouth, and things like that. You don't, but I've seen it all, believe me. So anyway, and I just wanted to tell you just another bonus point here, and that is the type of work you put out. Is your sewing, is it neat and professional? Your sewing, does it look neat? Does it look professional? And do you listen to what the customer wants? So I know there's a lot of people that run alteration and sewing shops, but they don't really listen to what the customer wants. And that's one thing that you have to really be good at doing, and that is to not do things the way you want. Well, not the way you want to do it, but not the way that you want to do it for them, but the way that they want it done. The way that they have this vision of how they want to see the finished product, the finished garment, right? You want to make sure that you're listening to them and you're taking notes and you're writing notes, and you have those notes to fall back on when they come to pick up their alterations, or when you go to do the work. You look at your notes and you're like, oh yeah, she wanted that sewn with, white thread instead of the pink, or she wanted, just make sure that you take notes if there's anything specific that they want done differently, right? And just listen to the customer, and you will do fine. But you have to, I always have taken notes Not just because I'm older, but I have always taken notes on all of my orders, because this gives me a really good sense of what I'm doing, what I need to do. And when I get to that order, if it's 2 weeks from now or a week from now, I may have forgotten what else they said, right? So if I take notes of something that they mentioned to me about the garment, then I can go back and take a look, like, oh, she said a thread was loose on the right-hand side or under the sleeve. Just take notes. And this will keep you, so you're doing a good job and you're putting out a really great piece of work, right? Because everything that goes out your door has your signature on it. It has your name. Even though you don't sign your name to it, you're signing your name with your skills and your talents. And it is a wonderful business. It's a wonderful business to get into. And, there's just different things that you will need to do, to be able to make that money, It just doesn't come easy. It's a business, and you have to treat it like one. You have to go out and promote. You have to market yourself, and talk to people and pass out your card and all of that to start getting people to come in. And then word of mouth after a while will start to take over. And then when you see maybe a little slump in, people coming in, or a little bit of a slow time, then get out and promote and market some more, right? Get out there and keep doing it. And, you can make money at it just as well as I have, And if anyone out there is interested in an alteration shop, in starting an alteration shop, or in tweaking your alteration shop, in tweaking your sewing shop to become an alteration shop, or just revamping your alteration shop to make more money, right? And to maybe you need help in doing that, so you can start making the revenue that you deserve. If you have the skills and talents, I'd love to work with you and to be able to help you with some of this, so you're able to, start making an income that you deserve, and start putting out there the type of service or product that people really want. You don't want to be making things just because you like to make them. You want to make things because there's a need, there's a want for your product or service, right? People need your service, or they need your product. So I'd love to work with you. So again, my name was Karen Eiton, and I look forward to talking to you in the next video. I'm going to put some links and some different things, my book, in the description below. I'll put my website and my blog. I just posted a new blog today, so you can go and read the blog on my website and check that out. It has to do with sewing and stuff too. And I'm always posting different things constantly, so it can help you to boost your income and help you to, tweak your shop if you need to. Like when I was doing my shop before, I got tired of working on heavy things like belt loops and denim and a lot of different things like that. Doesn't mean that I won't take that stuff in now, but it's just that that's a lot of it, and a lot of men's suits, And now I thought, well, I would like to get involved in a little bit more of the things that I like. I like seeing the dresses come in. I like style and fashion and things like that. And I love doing the bridal, alterations and things. So I tweaked it more towards bridal and alterations, and I'm happy with that. I really like the decision that I made, and so I tweaked it just a little bit differently, right? And I think I can do a lot better this time around. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you for the likes and shares and comments. And I also love for you to be a part of this and to be able to, be in this loop of learning more information and things. And so please subscribe to this channel. I'd love to have you here. And I look forward to talking to you all real soon. Bye-bye now. Have a great day. Bye.